as important. And they will put on the other side of the jungle matchup. The ground go more to the team.
So they take the trundle blocker pick and
Classically abandoned on blue side.
It's amazing to me this is the first time we see Talia during this series. Amazing. I wonder why. I know Lucian's the last pick here. So I really wonder why they do this. So the Jhin is taken away this time by C9.
So first pick Rek'Sai over Vladimir is an interesting story because if you think back to game 1, it was Vladimir first pick.
Yep. But that was by TSM.
Yeah.
So the Rek'Sai taken this time, probably smart. Sunscreen has to go to Gragas. Pretty bad early wave clear in the solo lanes from TSM. So that's a potential abusable point, especially since matchup for Gnar is going to be super sick in the Shen. And matchup in mid lane is really good for Jensen versus Bjergsen. Early, yes. So theoretically, there can be plays made, especially around ganking the Shen early in the top side with Talia and Rek'Sai and Gnar.
Sure.
Gonna have to go all in with this composition. Talia's we're gonna get that one.
I saw the game-ending team fight here where Doublelift had that amazing team fight on Lucian. That was really good.
Here, it's the North American Championship, but as far as Worlds implications, Portals waiting for them as the final boss. If they lose this, CLG fans
Doesn't look like anything too interesting here.
hope the word quick is what we end up staying with. Yeah, indeed. Because I really want to see the world.
We know that feel.
Through that. Look at all. Cloud9 versus TSM, the 5th time these two organizations have met in the against Bjergsen. The MVP has not had the kind of success that he's wanted so far on these last two Vel'Koz.
Everybody takes a camp at level 1.
Oh boy, red start for Svensker this time, so slightly different.
He's super smart here, by the way. Do you know why he starts red?
We'll see. He's gonna level 2 gank.
No, much better than that.
Oh,
What is
punish!
Talia allowed to do?
Yeah, punish Jensen. That's cute.
That's why he starts red.
Nice.
And Svenskeren metagames the obvious Talia laning phase. It's the easy chase down, nowhere to go. First
Woo,
blood
that's
to
nice.
Bjergsen. We talked about this in Champions.
Guess what? He gets to steal blue now as well.
That's really sick.
We're seeing more and more teams. I forget which team did this. I think it was a team in China did this. But yeah, you can really make this play. And that wins the early game.
You know what we're gonna probably see happen more now is the answer to this is gonna be that. Well, Jensen had his trinket. Where's his trinket ward?
He doesn't. He's greedy. He wants to hold.
Oh, see, I was gonna say the solution to this is you hold trinket ward and put it right here. It makes it really hard to gank you.
Gragas can just.
Also, why does he have ignite? Just against the Vlad?
Ghost wouldn't have saved him. But
Well, Ghost would have saved him if he had a ward.
yes, Ghost and a ward. But then Svenskeren could have warded his own Raptor camp too.
Well, but that doesn't do anything.
Well, he could just flash body slammed over the wall.
Yeah, but at least you actually have to commit to that, and there is reaction time. You can counter flash that. So I'm just surprised he didn't put a ward right here.
I mean, you could
And
also.
I don't think the ignite Talia versus Vladimir is good.
You could also not steal the enemy's
Yeah,
Raptor camp.
you can always go Morello Nomicon too here, and I don't know. I get why you want the exhaust because of the low range of Lucian and Vladimir in these late game team fights on Smoothie, but there are also other ways to deal with Vlad. You can go for the Morello Nomicon.
This is the second time in competitive play this counter gank has been made to people trying to steal Raptors, though, so it's going to evolve the meta around this play.
Yeah. Also hilarious that Svenskeren has to use his flash, and Svenskeren doesn't even have to use his.
Yeah.
We talked about this in Champion Select. The Talia shoves the first wave and goes and steals Raptors.
And it's so transparent because everyone knows how Talia versus Vladimir goes at level 1. Ironically, they're nerfing her damage to creeps, so she might not actually be able to push as hard soon.
That's good. That needs to
She doesn't
change.
get the 50% bonus anymore, which was obviously ridiculous.
You can't have pushing champions with a global.
I know.
That's like absolutely so stupid.
It's also when Shen wins lane and like Twisted Fate like had high damage on his wild cards.
I'm just more appalled, more than anything. Even if Jensen still would have died here, I'm just appalled he didn't ward that that brush. Like that's
Look, the casters talked about it in Champ Select. We saw it in other regions. Like they just didn't think there would be any counterplay to this.
it is a I do agree, it's a good adaptation of TSM to start red though as a result.
And they get the ultra bonus of like pathing into enemy blue as well.
Yeah.
It's like great. Rek'Sai pathing.
I like how Sneaky just comes and shoots him in the face. It's the last hit.
Executed.
Yeah, this is so greedy. It's a good play by Smoothie though, actually, to jump to the creep right there and then set this up.
Yeah.
He also saves his Winter's Bite until the end. Because he's going to jump,
Yeah. Exhaust.
exhaust, auto,
Yeah.
right? Flash auto, actually. And then he just waits to see what happens. He saves the Winter's Bite just in case the heal is used or the flash is used from double lift to tag him with
He
it.
played it perfectly.
That's really well done.
C9 battling back, making a play on the bot side. The critical Rek'Sai coming up huge with a very good gank path.
And I can't emphasize that enough, that had to work. If they failed on their flash gank from Meteos and they were losing in the mid lane, the
Yeah.
Taliyah pressure kind of has to
Yeah.
snowball against this scaling of Vladimir.
That's
but it
completely
does
correct.
work. They
What?
get the kill on the carry, and they're back in the game.
They really needed that play to work after
Yeah.
losing out in the mid lane because you need pressure somewhere, otherwise you just lose.
Well, they always have pressure top, that's the thing.
He's there for a counter gank that Meteos path for a quick
But
double
turning
kill.
around
Into
the
jungle
bot lane
and
matchup
die.
is
Both of those are level
really
two,
nice for
but
them.
The way they interacted, it means both junglers actually end up getting a kill.
There's even more fun interactions there at a very high level mechanically. Unburrow. Double flash. Meteos flashes, unburrow. Either way, he's dead. And the only chance, big deal here, Impact trading back and forth from Haunter, uses Hop to trigger Hyper underneath the dodge zone. Gets the damage in. Impact so far looking good. In a matchup that I think also is supposed to favor Nar.
You're gonna bless yourself?
But
Fine,
Haunter
I won't
went
bless you
for
then.
a team of
I always
matchups
say it.
rather than-
It definitely does, and I think it gets worse over time once they have that frozen mallet. Even if you land a taunt on them, you start getting damage out to deal with.
Fun wave pushing.
I love wave pushing.
Fallen to complete this
But only
raid,
lane
now
swaps.
sitting with health, already been able to buy and
You can't have them because no one bothers to do the 4.5-minute cheese swap anymore. Uh-oh, they missed some things.
doing it again.
Papa bless.
They didn't really miss anything.
They missed something. I forget what it was. Let's watch it again. The knockup didn't go through.
Well, onto double lift, but double lift flashed. So they didn't miss anything on
No, no,
Biofrost.
no.
Just couldn't get the kill.
Fence coming down though.
Okay, but it's still 3 alive, and there's no Trundle. I think there's no chance that gank works. He realized that himself, drops
Full impact, gets his teleport back up. It's another reason Spencer's getting
Media's adjusting his build.
kidding me.
Going for Tiamat this game.
Then they add up over time. It's so frustrating and taking away that experience, taking away
So dives, like it, yeah, tough stuff. Right now, though, 500 gold lead still does reside with the
times when you're on Taliyah, you want to actually gank that Shen, especially if Meteos can make it up that way. Because the more they can keep Haunter out, the safer their bottom lane will be.
dodge zone is down. Meganar used, and look at the low health bars here on a Haunter.
Oh, nice. All right, good. So Media's getting some nice successful ganks off here.
And so they can get the most out of
Player playing Rek'Sai appears to have
Yeah,
a ganking
wow.
advantage.
Strange.
Kill, gets a good buy, and he can actually look to impact the rest of the map.
Every Shaco main just like shakes their head when they see Rek'Sai. The only reason people picked me was so I could go over those walls. Why?
It's okay, Riot made a bunch of other junglers that can go over walls.
Right now, tying double lift and farm as they shove
Don't
the
even
blade
see
of
Shaco on the Korean server anymore.
recall if they need it, but right
It went
now,
Korean Shaco to Korean Lee to like
recalls for a while.
everyone just plays Rek'Sai.
But the ultimates are unlocked. We see very frequently sometimes that Jhin will hit level 6, shove the way
bottom lane throughout this series.
do it on a Biofrost. One more.
Jensen's looking. He is being pinged down.
You see what that snowball did in bottom though, because the Lucian lane's losing 2v2.
Yep. Certainly is working its magic.
Ready for ganks.
Does that get into your head? As far
The
as
only
they
excitement
go
now
well,
that rotations don't happen.
Coming out.
Comes the damage, and even Biofrost could die. There's no
Using the
parameters up.
early armor
Two
pen just to
jukes.
chunk him out,
Two
but
super
Svenskern's
wild
here.
rounds.
Meteos is not there for that play.
TSM to knock
There's no
off
chance to
line,
put pressure on the
get that
turret
dual
then.
lane to keep the Jin down and
Why aren't they using the Talia more aggressively? Like, Talia's literally right there.
She would just chuck
This is
down
like
the
another
wall.
one of those times where Meteos is like not in the right place. We talked about this earlier in the series. He wants to go do red buff. Like, Jensen is literally sitting here hoping that they can make some sort of play on the bottom side. And it's already started because of the curtain call that comes up. So they chunk them out, but then there's just nothing. Like, they're all set up, but Meteos is again in the wrong place compared to his teammates. Like, 3 people were on the same page, but the fact that Meteos isn't means that play can't work. Ideally, Meteos would be sitting right here in
His
Tribrush.
coordination with- We have to compliment his coordination with the top side of the map, but it does appear that at this point, the communication isn't there with, you know, the mid lane and bot lane. So the gank on Impact's lane was very clean.
keep the Jin down and
Gank on bot side earlier was good.
really well played.
But it's not about the ganking. It's not Meteos' ganking hasn't been that bad. It's been his knowledge of when to just be there to apply pressure.
Yeah, it feels like when he's the one that's there,
Yeah.
things happen well, but when he's responding to his teammates' calls,
Yep,
it seems like
agreed.
things just aren't happening the same way.
Like, there's no need to go for red buff right there. You need to play around Talia's pressure and when she can ult. So basically, like, that just wasted a chance for Talia to ult. And you don't even have to commit to that. Basically, if you just cut off TSM and threaten them away from the turret, you can get the first turret of the game. So that was a big missed opportunity.
Outfarming Meteos for most of the series, actually. In this game, it's no different.
We talk about Meteos the player. We saw his Zach
Pushing in, Shen.
known as a incredibly good hard farmer. He's one of the few people that actually sort of pioneered the play style. He always had more gold and more experience than his opponents. This series, not the case. Meteos has found himself to assist though.
And in the playoffs as a whole, he has actually really kind of reinvented himself a bit. and
So the
going
thing for
for
Meteos
very
here is that he has 3 winning pushing matchups, so he should be playing super aggressive in the enemy jungle. And although he's ganking lanes well, he's not been invading much, so he's not been controlling the enemy jungle positioning. And for them to have 3 pushing lanes and lose an Infernal Drake is like if they lose a Cloud Drake, it's kind of whatever. But for them to lose an Infernal Drake with this pressure advantage is just an
Well,
outright mistake.
It's also a recall timing issue.
Sure.
Because look at this, like, basically they push forward and the mid laner's recalled and then the bot lane recalls and Impact is recalled too. Like, you don't do this. See
Yes,
this?
but the whole team together has not made any plays
Yes.
towards securing a Drake.
But you can't, like, it's a free Drake. You can't have your entire team recalling at the same time. Like, all your lanes are not allowed to recall at once.
And like, you know, solo queue, if you play, like, a lot of people play solo queue, they understand in the 2v2, it's like, I must make them recall first, therefore I get the extra wave and push it in. But in competitive play, if both lanes are greedy to get the preferential back timing, you actually just give up a free objective from the map. Which is the costliest one. There is no more costly objective earlier than an Infernal Drake.
Yep, and Hanser has Stand United up, so it's like not even a problem for them to take this. That is absolutely brutal, but you don't mass recall at this level of play. So again, it's like the lanes aren't talking to each other.
Well, and TSM are making a plan minutes in advance and executing on it,
Yep.
and C9 are not. Like, it's not acceptable to lose an Infernal Drake with the strength of these lanes. Should never happen.
It would be after that Drake.
Sent the all in right there. Ghost use flashing to the side. Jensen won't find enough here. Just has to recall away. He was able to clear the wave first. We won't lose too much, but Yerks is starting to push Jensen out of.
Also, can we just nerf Vladimir harder, please?
Oh, he will be.
Meteos drives by.
He should have known. Okay, he gets the smite that time around. Sven's going to jump over the wall. There was actually one tremor sense that should have let him know.
chipping this out quite well. It's down to around half health or less, and the
Impact's like,
is
it's
using
my
his
job to
advantage
push in and
work
have
on that
pressure.
turret.
So
He's
Yep.
trying to get that first turret down for the team. It's at a third health already.
No point ganking the lane. So,
Yeah, just let him chip it out. Like, Hanser can't clear that wave.
nope.
The next gank that works.
Oops, he checked his auto.
Give a first turret before this one, but if it's a steady state game, I expect that top turret to go down.
See if the steady state can happen. And C9 with
Jensen
flash.
has a flash.
The body slam and a flash to the knockback. Doesn't quite get him far enough, but it's still going to be enough damage. A nice pickup once again. Bjergsen
Good play.
2 and
Yeah.
0.
Just nice executed
And they
gank.
still
How
would've
much
had
you can
the
do there.
assistance of Hanser Stand United if that didn't go well. So Jensen up a little bit too far, and it gets instantly punished by TSM.
And that's the benefit of forcing that flash out earlier from Bjergsen. He's carving out his advantages, and he's having his team help him out to collect on that.
More damage on the
Cat.
bot side once again.
Come here.
Deadly Flourish will be anything but
Monty
accurate.
Cat.
The
Stop
miss
being annoying,
over the
Cat.
shoulder. Quick dodge there.
Careful. She decides to meow. It's very close to the microphone.
Bullets not gonna hit. Meteors is coming
You're not
in.
going to meow right here, are you, Cat?
Not get seen by that
Media's
Wolf
going for the
Spirit.
third turret dive of the game.
Wolf Spirit
It's
does
maybe a little
take
bit
it
obvious
down.
now that he has a wolf spirit next to him.
Okay, it's
But they just haven't used Taliyah at all. Like, that's my biggest problem with C9 in this game so far, is that they have been unable to make pressure with Taliyah even when she's pushed in. And again, they're trying to make this
Yeah,
play
that's what
while
Taliyah
Taliyah is not in lane.
If anything, Stan United is going to have a far, far bigger impact here.
Yeah. Oh my god, this is such shit map play by C9. It's like they don't know how to use Taliyah as a team at all. So in the first time they tried that play, what happened was, okay, well maybe they'll get the first turret here.
It's not going to be a good time because they can't match it fast enough with Haunter's teleport, but they still want to persist because they really
But
want that
It's hard to
first
actually
turret.
kill it.
Bjergsen is coming down. He has his ghost. He has his ultimate. They need to be careful about this.
Nice.
I don't really get C9 because when Meteos wants to push with Sneaky and Smoothie, Jensen isn't set up to do it. And when Jensen is set up to do it, Meteos is doing his red buff. So this is pretty bad communication. Like, there's huge comm issues that are happening, and they just don't know how to play this composition at all. And this composition is very common in Korea. This is like a KT Rollster composition right here, 100%.
It's also a sick Wombo initiate comp, because remember, Weaver's Wall counts as
Yep.
terrain for Nard to get
Yeah,
a sick
but
engage and everyone dies.
This is like the fucking KT Dream composition right
Yeah.
here, basically. If you have Taliyah, Jin, and Gnar, like, these are
Okay,
champions
but that would just never happen.
that would never happen. No, it would never happen. But,
Also remember, that's Arrow and Jin as well.
right,
And
right.
Chani on.
Yeah, Hachani on Braum. Like, and also score on Rek'Sai. Like, this is a composition that if we had still had blind pick, that 100% I think they would have taken.
Yeah? Because, like, you take the Braum... I mean, there are other supports he's good on, but you take the Braum to counter an Ashe.
Yes, or another Jin
Yeah.
in blind pick. So I think that this is like a blind pick KT comp right here.
Vito should have just gone for Biofrost there, who already had the Braum passive on him. Had he procced that, they might have been able to at least get that support kill, but the Shen ulti there turns it around, and it's the TP used from Impact, which means Haunter has global advantage. His TP is still available.
And now Jensen's just getting crushed in lane.
Ow.
This is how the lane always goes. Vladimir gets out of hand, and Jensen can't do anything against it.
Running out of health pretty rapidly. One more hit will do it. Does he have the reinforcements? Juking as long as he can, but that will be a kill picked up. Bjergsen gets it. 3-0 now for him. A taunt lands for Haunter, but it will be Smoothie able to get away.
Close to having enough damage to kill
Well,
him.
at least they got the top turret for it.
For TSM.
They forced this. Wait, wasn't even Stan United. Did Haunter just walk up on that?
Yeah.
Running out of health pretty rapidly.
Haunter's really happy to leave lane.
Yeah, he sure is.
It isn't a happy lane for him, though, so it makes sense.
This is what I worry about, though, is like Haunter really does walk out a lot instead of using teleport. And
Is there any value in him being in lane when he's pushed it, like, close to the enemy's turret? It's
yeah,
no, right?
yeah, that's true.
He should be leaving lane anyway. The big issue I see with Haunter is that if he has the preferential matchup, is he good enough to win them and, like, dominate lane? Because he's had the bad side of the matchup in every game. How does he do when he's the
I don't know.
Nard version?
I think Echo versus Gnar is not that bad for Echo.
Early, it's fine. The first item, like, one and a half items is when Echo starts to struggle.
There's just no way that was going to happen. They're overforcing it. It feels like the nerves are getting the best of C9.
Yeah, it happened a little bit in that last game after the first Zac dash didn't go the right way. They just pressed a little bit too
So
hard.
free turret.
Now, why are you walking
Bottom
into
side,
a
at least
2-0
they
tanky Vladimir that you have no chance of killing? It's backfiring, and
got
if
the
his
answering
first
turret in the
goes,
top
it's
side.
Solo gold on the double.
So again, Impact is huge in this game. He has to carry. He got the first brick gold.
Is really going to try to put him ahead of the sneak.
First turret had gone to C9 in the top lane, but it's still
Yep, he's
turret
up
gold
1200.
for TSM nonetheless.
He's up 1200, his team is down 1000, which lets you know that he's
Yeah.
all the gold.
1100 separating these teams. Not a huge.
Classy play there, just knows exactly what to do in the situation. No need to make it a close call.
Oh, Impact going for the wraparound here. Wants to be able to run down Haunter.
And there is no turret.
This is,
He's up about
sneaky.
20 farm right here, level 11
Talia?
each.
Yeah, this is nice,
Quite
actually.
cut off a ton, but now he's gonna knock Haunter back
Pushing
into the
towards his
little
lane,
pebbles.
smart.
Impact's got the other side-ish. They have to
Flash
kill him
to
fast.
chase the knockup. A lot of damage
They
coming
even
through
got the
Bjergsen's
scuttle
in.
crab there, but
It's not enough damage to kill off Hanser.
Well-
Now the chain slow onto Vladimir. Not exactly easy for him either. Pulls away, does a bit of damage for the javelin.
I mean, that's about as much as you could expect from C9. It was a good play. It was a good setup, good communication from Impact and Jensen. Unfortunately, they just don't get the kill.
I mean, Jensen at that point should have kills and a CS advantage, right? It's
Yeah.
because that they haven't been able to make the map plays earlier that he's not in a position to actually get kills.
Down 800. C9 absolutely have the chance to turn this into a game 5. Clearing away the mid lane. The rock carpet
Down,
coming
kitty.
Here's the waves. Have priority.
And now it's really important that C9 can go for this Infernal Drake while Bjergsen doesn't have his ultimate on the Vladimir. It's going to be a little bit tricky because they don't necessarily have the vision control, but as they're already having to deal with the super fled Vladimir, being down 1 Infernal Drake, you can almost not imagine going down 2 and still thinking there's a high percentage chance of a win.
So we're nearly back even now at the very least, but again, it's all on Impact, all the money. So TSM is trying to fight this. They've got Stand United, but they don't have pressure at the moment, but Impact doesn't have any good wards to really TP to, and Sneaky is caught out.
Where does he even go from here? Shenalty coming across. One more hit will do it. He's ticking down and double it. One dash will kill him.
Nice job.
He comes in under the turret and gets that kill picked up. Bad news bears for C9.
Against most AD carries, it's unnecessary to dive on the turret. Against Jin, who can just re-enter on 0 health and ult.
They're gonna lose two.
Oh, what the... So what happened here? There's not a lot of wards even in their own jungle for C9. They do see Svenskeren in the pit, but Double is just going to pop the Yomus and dash forward.
So how does
That's just a good culling. It's a blind culling
how
into
does
that brush.
Medius get caught? Oh, he's already up, I guess.
He's already up, but where'd he go?
He went up.
He flashed. He flashed the wall.
Yeah, and got caught there. Vladimir. And not everyone's in no man's land.
They're down 1. Medios also caught out.
He's
It's
just
going
dead.
from bad to worse. They're going to lose 2. TSM up. Now 6-2 in kills. And C9 still trying to fight for
So another free Infernal Drake, basically, is the net result of that play.
Love me some double
Free.
Infernal Vladimirs.
Yeah, jeez.
But now it's only the chance at a miracle steal. It's very unlikely.
So-
There goes a good smite by Svensker and double and
Sneaky and Sneaky.
But that also means he's
So
running
the game's
towards
over,
rest of
really.
They are
Yeah.
in so much trouble ever killing off
This
Vladimir.
it's not a big gold lead, but if you just consider the scaling on TSM, because basically TSM always is going to have global advantage with the Shen from now on, which is very difficult to play around. Their team fighting is excellent. They have good engage with the Gragas. Late game Impact is going to have to build tanky eventually. Biofrost is going to steal all his stats with Trundle. C9 just doesn't have a whole lot of options.
They can find a way to recreate the Nara vs Echo matchups where they have massive pressure at something, but I just feel like
Well, they can at least they can respond with Talia ultimate. So as long as you can try and play the side lanes, which you can with since Impact is ahead, you can play the side lanes with Talia. But
can you when your
No.
Vladimir is 4-0-0?
no, and he's a level up on you. Not at this point in the game.
He even has Rylai's to
still winning his match. That's
corral you more.
levels are tied. The farm's not completely miserable. TSM is
Ideal kill distribution.
frequently.
Yep, pretty much.
No teleport for Impact means the chance of the power play is here. So Impact is actually in battle with Haunted and Prentice.
Alright, this is just brutal to watch, though.
Lands more stuns, lands more CC.
Ooh.
Got a very low health turret waiting as his prize.
Dodge
So
field.
C9 could tie up some of this. Drops the aggro. Few attacks will do it.
Okay.
And here
All right.
Jensen to kind of cement
Just to
that
hit it.
even happens right there. Puts the wall down. Looks for damage on Haunter. And actually, Shen's gonna have to respect this kind of damage output.
He missed
Here
his.
comes Impact.
Okay, he missed the
Actually, they
seismic
get
shove, but they
kill.
still get the
In
kill.
the
All right, so
back.
that's one way they can do
Still
this.
standing, but it's gonna be dropped
Problem is
quickly.
that they don't have wave clear with the Jin really, and they're gonna sack top turret to do it to take that turret in the bottom side. But again, they're trading evenly when behind,
With Impact's lane pressure,
and they're gonna get some on here.
how much can C9
Okay,
defend?
well they're gonna farm more off of this at the very least
Yep.
for C9, so that was actually preferable,
Yeah, and Impact is building a lot of
all things considered.
power. He goes right in
Oh,
to take out
no, they're gonna
the
lose mid.
Actually getting a lot of AD, getting good damage.
Doesn't
Now
feel actually.
TSM
No, yes.
They're
yes,
gonna
they
lose
will.
mid. Double us there.
down,
Doubles
but
there.
really, it's the same timing that Impact has as bot lane tier 2 is going to fall. Worth 800 gold to the 750 of the outer, and this game is still only 1,300 apart.
And this is actually very similar to the gold.
Good point in chat that
distribution we
Honza
saw
had flash
in
that whole
prior
time and
games,
didn't
where
use it.
Impact is getting a lot of solo turret gold, and TSM is distributing it
When the seismic shove didn't hit him, I think he could have flashed out and lived.
down to whether or not Impact gets sucked into team fights before he can
so many resistances.
The difference in style is going to be the really big thing to watch for. Who can make their style of game work?
TSM has excelled when they can force.
So it's back to the Baron control game, which is how TSM. I mean, this is where you want to be. You want to force out the TP, so you have one more TP with the Stand United. You're at a point. It's probably too early for them to be doing it right now, or at least really threatening it. There's also a Rek'Sai on the enemy team, so it does make. Okay, never mind. I guess Meteo's just gonna get caught somehow.
They don't necessarily have the tools to prevent this bait from working.
They certainly have to be careful. They have picked up double blue trinket to help circumvent that a little bit, but there's a fight breaking out.
Okay, I don't understand why Meteos gets caught, or how he gets caught out right there. So both top laners TP in.
Wait, did Midas have a GA again? He did.
He still did.
No, I'm just surprised that he has a 24-minute GA again.
Yeah, why does he keep building like that?
Boom.
Nice job. Double? Oh, nice heal.
He actually healed to get enough move speed to
Yep,
get away from
yep,
the house as well.
Yep.
Damn.
Game just heated up a little bit right there. C9 actually, even though Meteos got caught, had a pretty good collapse on that team fight and impacted a ton of work,
Cat is all over your face.
as well as
I
getting
know.
double if low.
Cat needs to go outside.
He gets a
Cat has too much
shutdown
energy.
goal there, too. It's gonna be even more
We're almost
golden
done with
And the NALCS has no energy anymore.
He gets caught, ulted into the team.
You should just go back by the way. It's the start of the fight. Here we go. So Meteos has GA at 24 minutes again because reasons.
Did he go Tiamat GA? Oh,
We'll find out after this, but I believe so.
buggered.
I mean, he just tried.
I just don't understand because it's not going to do anything for you in a team fight. You're not going to have the tankiness. You're going to instantly die and then get rezzed and then instantly die again. There's not really any situation where your res is actually going to help you. That's the issue. So at the start of this fight, let's see here. So basically what happened to start this out was that the Gnar was trying to cancel the recall on the Shen. So Hunter doesn't have time to recall to buy before going into this fight.
Meanwhile, TSM were all not standing. Like, they were all not moving, so the Tremor Sense didn't see anyone. At least I thought they were. I guess yes, they were moving.
They were moving, Papa.
Oops. Well, I was wrong.
Meteos literally
was not
walks into the choke. Yeah, but they know where Bjergsen is. He's not pushing out top lane or mid lane.
All right. Well, maybe he's just bad. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I think. And then Meteos just gets trapped by a pillar and then chucked into the team.
And then you have to say that Weaver's Wall does not help.
No. So he hits somebody with Prey Seeker,
They're probably there, Meteos.
and then he sees the Tremor Sense.
They're probably there, Meteos.
He should probably just tunnel to blue right now.
Maybe I can clear this ward. Oh.
Oh my god, that's so bad. That is truly awful.
And that's a nice wall if you have a Gnar there, but there's no Gnar there.
Yep. There's not going to be a Gnar there for another couple seconds.
Essentially, the people who were
Oh.
checking were the first ones to die.
Sad death.
It's more surprising that
It's like, why would you face check
he was
that?
actually able to stay
Rush didn't die
alive
for this
from
in
a lot
chat.
of that fight, because that's where Bjergsen, I think,
No, Rush died so he could be on a good Korean team, guys. That's why he
Remains
died.
to be seen.
That's why he died, guys.
First of all, did some insane
You still have hope for Rush.
Look how long it takes.
Thanks for subscribing, Monte Cristo fanboy.
Overdue.
I appreciate it. I appreciate that.
Wailing on that guy for so long, and Doublelift has the heal.
All right. Well, not much to say there, but TSM got what they wanted, which was the TP advantage. So, when all is said and done, that's still good for TSM. Impact now has to split push in the top lane instead, which gives up a Drake for free. So, net win TSM. And also, why did Meteos face check the Baron?
Tiamat's into Hog GA.
Not confident in that Rek'Sai build, Papa Smithy.
Do you love you some Rek'Sai? But
Yeah, I do love me some Rek'Sai, but you can't build GA as your first defensive stat item.
Hey, Cinderhawk has health.
Armor or MR item, let's say that. Thanks for subscribing to Turturo. Okay, so here we go. Jensen has to flash a cask. Smoothie gets caught out, but they can't walk forward because Vladimir and Shen are not in position. So it's back. It should be just so. Okay, let's talk about what TSM should do here. TSM should just collapse on the top side. So because the C9 doesn't have TP and they're pushing up all the way to tier 2, you should absolutely just collapse onto the Gnar right now and punish him. Now that the Drake is gone, you took the cross map objective already, so now you just have to punish, ward up the topside jungle. And thank you for subscribing. I want a 69 Sona. Quality name. But an understandable desire.
Someone link the credit card to that account name. Game's still close. I mean, it's only 1,500 gold. Like, we know that with the Vladimir, like, there's some good scaling, but it's worth arguing that Lucian obviously has gone the 2-item build, so... There's still a late game where C9 are competitive.
That guy Beef just subscribed. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'll get better Twitch emotes someday when I'm less lazy.
TSM's vision control has been very strong, and they're very focused around punishing people.
Congrats to the subscribers for no longer being filthy plebs. Okay, so we're just back to resetting around the Baron for TSM. Again, this is what they should be doing. Impact, unfortunately, almost has his TP back up, so we're going to have to go through this little exercise once again to remove Impact's TP.
And Bjorks is ready to go ham. Ghost Flash Zonias.
Oh, God.
Only a proto belt short of having all the dive items.
Raging Pianist. Thank you for subscribing. Raging Pianist, I like that.
We're on Baron.
Yep, so it should be a turn. Should be a turn here from TSM. You don't actually want to finish this.
You can see how deep Gnar is. That is waiting for that Gnar TP.
Yep, Impact is also, he has his rage in a good place. God damn it! Kazi17, thank you. Congrats on not being a filthy
People keep
pleb.
giving you money. God damn. Tough life, Monty.
Tough life. Tough life for Monte Cristo. Talks about video games for a living. Let's all feel bad for me.
Feels bad, man.
They're baiting the Baron. They say, yeah, you're going to finish turret, but you have to run at us for Baron right now.
I mean, that's a good move
Yeah.
from C9
Yep.
because
They're not playing into TSM's hands here. TSM actually has to start this Baron. So let's talk about this for a little bit. So they have total vision control over Baron right now, right? They actually... The problem is that TSM... Doublelift overpushes this, actually. Why is Doublelift in the top lane? That wave is not pushing towards C9. Okay, stop. This wave is not pushing in this direction. This wave is still pushing in this direction. So there is no need. This is not necessary.
sure.
Actually, no. No, it is. It is
Well,
pushing.
You got a new subscriber, Monty.
Damn it.
You read that one out.
I can't read it. I want a 69 Monty. That is also a very good choice, let me tell you. I'm ace, man. I'm ace.
Sona and Monty. Same tier list, apparently.
So, but there is no reason for Doublelift to actually be trying to prune this minion wave. It is pushing out, but very slowly. However, with the current pressure in the bot lane, you just have to go for the actual Baron, because this is seeing Doublelift top is what allows Cloud9 to just push the mid wave, because the mid wave is already huge. So you need to, if you're C9 or TSM, the proper move here is to start Baron or to push out the mid wave as 4. You don't want to split up like this because there's not enough. Basically, C9 has pressure on 3 lines right now.
You also have Randuin's GA Gragas who can tank it up even without Shen being there. And you're against Rek'Sai with the Tremor Sense, so the chance of baiting out an over pursuit around Baron is very low.
Yeah, this is like the worst thing you could do here besides just randomly walk in and die. Because they don't even start it right now. Like, what are they doing? Just fucking do it. Just fucking do the Baron.
No.
Impact can't stop the TP from Hansa right now. You actually have to do it.
Well, they aren't moving this time, so that's what forced out the Weaver's Walls. That 3 of them weren't moving.
Yeah, but it doesn't actually do anything. Oh, they get a flash, I guess. But this isn't solving their problems, and it's not helping the game to end.
Please help the game to end.
Please help this series to end. I'm tired of it.
Doesn't have a huge amount of AP. The build from Doublelift doesn't have a giant amount of AP either, but the Baron baits will be continuing, and this time Smoothie has to check.
But he had a friend to jump to and not on CC to stop him out. Quick root. Pearson turns away.
I think they have to be so careful about those.
So a pretty easy jump over the Trundle Pillar. So Doublelift actually goes to deal with Impact. Oh my god.
Gonna get him.
He's on the chase. Nice play by Impact. Does the Mega Gnar shove. Kills the ward.
I didn't even know you could dash over that wall.
Gonna be okay. The boomerang slow is in. Okay, pops out the scuttle. Pretty fortunate there. The wildlife even helping
Monty 69 things on a fan. Just describe.
I prefer Monty 69ing Sun Fan.
What's a sun fan?
I don't know.
Sun.
Fan of suns, I guess. I don't know.
Yep, I got misled. My bad.
You guys are funny. I like you. I like you, Twitch chat.
It's only an accident that the Baron took damage there.
I like you, not filthy plebs.
Resetting onto this one, getting what recalls they can. Looking at everyone's current
The unwashed masses can go away.
bought recently. They're only at 3 to the board right now. That's pretty standard here. TSM hoping to fight back for the vision control right now. Baron Dark for TSM.
So we're back to this, where the pressure for some reason is still with C9 in the mid lane, and they can't stop Impact, and they're going to lose their blue buff to Jensen. But there are no Drakes here so far, but as long as C9 has this position, they do have Drake control.
Impact would have really liked to win this series, Monte Cristo.
He's trying really hard.
He's won lane 3 out of 4 games. Please help him.
Alright, Doublelift is split pushing. It's a good move. Well, no, it's not. They actually put 4 people here, and I have 4 people in the mid lane.
Base race?
They actually should base race.
No. Doesn't look like much for a race.
This could be an end that C9 did not see coming already. The inhibitor is open in TSM.
Oh no. Alright, well, it's turned out well for TSM, actually. They played the one lane that they actually had pressure in, and because the Gnar was still pushing up, they were able to just do it a little bit faster. Works well. Their advantage, too.
This could be an end that C9 did not see coming. Huge difference in games.
And it's another one of those
Not really that important, though, at 35 minutes into the game that you take out the top tier turret of the blue side. Impact actually doing a lot of work there.
Right now it's getting crazy. Yeah, Biofrost getting hit, dodges the snipe, deadly flourish not going to land there from Sneaky.
That was so C9 actually responded to this situation pretty well. Thanks for subscribing, Sauce Savvy. But when you think about it, basically the call was from, so they see 4 people, right, on the bottom side here, or 3 people, and then Shen in the mid lane. So basically they know that, or 4 people actually, so they know that Shen, if he goes back to defend at the inhibitor turret in the base, that they're still going to have the 1v1 advantage and a huge minion wave. So as long as they delay TSM from either recalling or walking out of that jungle to go towards Baron, they can maybe answer with an inhibitor of their own.
Right now it's getting crazy. Yeah, Biofrost getting hit, dodges the snipe, deadly flourish not going to land there from Sneaky.
We'll take extra minion waves though, so.
Yeah, but they bought a lot of time, right? And there's not a great way for TSM to respond besides all-inning Baron, which is what they're going to do. Okay, so that's good.
Slow Baron.
With pretty perfect play from Biofrost there.
Bjergsen on the side.
Baron Nashers waiting for the collapse. They hit Biofrost, they got him. That's one kill so
C9's really good at not pulling, just pulling the trigger on the teleport right there. And because we had already seen Biofrost chunked out. Biofrost didn't use his ult.
Nope.
That's a big mistake. He should have ulted.
I assume he dies. Oh, the Baron shot like followed him a kilometer. Damn.
Unlucky.
Watch this Baron sniper shot. Wait for it.
He got gooped.
Lol.
Alright, well, it's understandable why he didn't use his ult. But there may have been a moment there where he could have ulted Meteos. Let's see. Yeah, he could have ulted Meteos. But he also did not expect to be
Snipered.
gooped.
It's amazing how Impact just doesn't use that teleport.
It's very good that he doesn't.
He said, I hope I don't tilt in the finals. Guess what? He's not. TSM goes for Baron.
But having that Jhin around the Baron really does wonders for you. I don't know about Bjergsen's positioning right there. I don't know what he's waiting for.
He's trying to stay out of vision and not move as much as possible to try and get
Yeah, but
around Travis
they
Sense
know where he is. They're seeing him right now.
But he very much wants to Ghost Flash ult. He's level 6.
Yeah.
I don't think they've seen him yet. They still haven't seen him.
Yeah, they saw him. They did. Watch. He Tremor Sense is right there.
Uh-huh.
Someone to jump in a little bit too far, but now they see where he's there. The curtain call comes in, and the bot lane turret fell down somewhere. I think
In the mid lane, yeah. Mid lane tier 2 goes down. Uh-oh.
It's a big cast.
Yeah, it's a nice one.
Here comes the battle. Smoothie has to kite back. Sen's gonna lose his Guardian Angel as well. And here comes the revive from Meteos. He's gonna go down. Bjergsen down to half. Here comes the battle back as Fenn's gonna lose his life. Both junglers now dead. 4v3, but Smoothie's injured. They've got to be careful. Double could clean it up. Here comes the damage shot, but Smoothie's gonna go down. Haunts are staying alive.
That was a big gnarl.
Yeah, it's really good.
Well, Impact tried. They were going to win that fight.
Oh, man. Yeah, Impact, that's impressive. So how did this even start? So how did this start? So after the Smoothie pick, they stick around, or the Biofrost pick. Turret doesn't die, Impact recalls, and he's going to, what, TP in on this? So they're trying to capitalize on the fact that Biofrost is still dead, and they have a 5v4 advantage. So they cut them off. This is actually smart by C9, but TSM has no business to be pushing on the opposite side of the map while Biofrost is dead. There's no way you should ever walk down this lane.
No.
Like, that's incredibly poor decision-making from TSM.
They only
When
just
that's so
took the ward
cocky.
and they're like, oh crap, there's a lot of them.
Yeah. But you don't put pressure on the map when their TP is still up and
It can
you
only
are.
ever be 5v4.
It can only ever be 5v4, yeah. I mean, the fact that TSM actually takes down Meteos nearly instantaneously is good for them, but the GA does work here.
They're only 800 gold ahead, too.
Yeah. The problem is, though, that the super fed carry, which is Impact, who has all those damage items, and he has a GA, is still alive. So there's basically nothing you can do in this team fight anymore, because he's going to hit Mega and then wreck you.
In surprising fashion.
I mean, Haunter gets Smoothie here.
You see Bjergsen and Double Lift get
That's
really
such a
great.
good flash.
That's some sick shit right there.
And you don't anticipate the Gnar going to be able to do that either. That was a really good Gnar ult.
Damn.
So C9 with a gold lead now, even though they have an inhibitor down. Okay.
What's crazy about at low health, healing up so much, double it on the outside. They're actually trying to go for Baron on the other side.
So C9 wants Baron. Can we not watch this replay right now? That'd be great.
Okay, I'll watch the main one.
Let's get back to live. Gonna watch the live one in the corner. Here comes the Kraken's attempt to steal, and it's gonna go over.
Oh, okay. Well, we're gonna need a replay of that Baron because I couldn't see it in the corner.
Many buffs this game, so many
C9 won game 4.
Good joke, Papa Smithy.
I saw the clip on the Reddit. I also watched the VOD.
Experience matters so much. If you're 3 levels down at that point, maybe this fight goes the other way. But Meteos has stayed relevant. TSM, though, trying to get something back. They want the dragon.
Even though that Baron goes over, TSM is still in such a good position in this game. We're gonna get to see a replay. That's actually all I care about.
How about no?
Guess not. Well, the inhibitor should be coming back up soon, and that bottom inhibitor turret of TSM's base is super low still. So question is, can C9 actually push this advantage? This is pretty uneven pressure, so actually Impact just pushed out the bottom wave. And then they didn't do anything with it, so TSM is actually going to get a free wave clear in the bottom side because they still are trying to push out the supers in top, and they're doing it with just a Jhin, which obviously is not very efficient.
Gold League never got over 2,000, as you can see, so it's been a really
Oh, it's
friendly
4K now for for C9.
Yeah. Five-item Vladimir.
C9's pressure is all kinds of janky, though. Because you see now they're pushing in top side, but Talia's not willing to push, even though they have deep wards and Rek'Sai in the jungle. Okay, Jensen, I need you to walk up on that wave, buddy. No.
No, I'm gonna back off, actually.
No.
I'm okay over here.
No. No, Jensen. No.
It's okay, Papa Monty. I'm over here.
All right, well, I guess TSM's just going to free wave clear on a Baron. Cool. They have all the wards they need. Jensen does not have to be walking out of mid lane right now. He thinks he needs to make a play with his ultimate, but he just needs to put pressure on the map so that Impact can take the inhib for free. That should be their goal. C9's #1 goal right now is to finish that. See, they're pinging the turret. They know what they need to do. Jensen, please! Jensen, no!
I'm over here.
He spent like the last minute wandering around in the river.
It's really beautiful over there, man.
I mean, he can throw out a Talia ult and zone them off the turret, but okay, do it. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. No, no! No, no! No.
Are you talking to Cat or are we casting still?
Okay, that's like not where you want to throw the ult at all. So if you're doing what Jensen's doing, what you want to do is you want to split right here.
Yeah.
So that they cannot defend and your shitty Jhin with low mobility can just walk up and auto the turret. Especially because there's a Lucian, like throwing it back here doesn't do anything for you. The ideal thing you should do is curtain call right now. So first off, you curtain call, you poke them as much as you can, and then you put the Talia wall right here. So this just doesn't do anything. Like they have so much. Okay, the other play you can make is you put the wall right here, and then you curtain call, and they have to like funnel into this tiny triangle so that they get hit. This means that they have tons of room to dance around. Like what does this do? Are they gonna get the inhibitor?
It's fight time. Maybe not.
Oh, nice TP by Impact. That was a really good TP.
He's got to stop, but he doesn't quite catch double lift. That man's okay on the Lucian. Carpet comes out. Bit of a knockback. They've got the 2 tanks here, and Meganara's over. So now Impact's more of DPS champion. Bjergsen gotten away. Bjergsen can't get quite enough though. They trade back and forth. Hemo plague ends. C9 still alive, but they've got to limp out of this one. Root's gonna land on Biofresh. One for the engage and an Impact. Behind low. Looking for the play. Upton coming across. Puts the dodge zone in as well. Smoothie running out of HP. He's nearly dead. And Bjergsen gets one. The stun's not gonna land. He popped the Zonius. C9 running out of.
Alright, it's just Smoothie dying though. But everybody uses all the summoners. That was the right engage from TSM, even though Impact did have a good TP timing. He had to use his ultimate super early in that fight, which wasn't awesome. But the fact that they saved their inhibitor and got a kill is absolutely huge for TSM.
It's a timing thing, even if it can't be
Yeah.
a maximization of kill pressure. They needed to go there, and otherwise they lose both objectives.
Yep. So TSM took the necessary fight. Absolutely should have taken this one. It's amazing to me that Impact got in faster than the Stand United. That actually is really heads-up play by Impact.
It's a 1.5 second
He was,
disadvantage.
yep, he was definitely on the ball
Oh,
there.
Double Lift gets scooped further into safety than actually onto the wall. though.
Right, he may have stunned Double Lift, but they didn't even have the burst to follow up with that if it does land, because the fight is just so incredible.
But nicely done by TSM, really.
Jensen actually ran out of mana throughout this fight, which is what ultimately meant.
Even though they're even in gold, like, the 16% stats from the 2 Infernal Drakes is huge in this team fight. You get in a late game scenario like this, and it just means so much.
Biofrost is down. Smooth is gonna trade his life.
Oh, this is the end of the game.
Gonna play again. One
Double
step
get
on a
tagged.
impact on the front.
Okay.
C9 initiating that fight.
Yeah, C9 initiated that fight in mini Gnar, by the way. So this is actually game breaking from C9. Like, you can't. Impact has no rage bar right now.
Nope.
And Svenskerin's still on the flank. They're going to see Svenskerin come in on this ward, but Impact gets mega chunked out by the kiting from TSM.
Speaking of kiting, this is the Double Lift fight.
Yep.
And yes, they do. Biofrost is down.
No.
Smooth is gonna trade
Yes.
his life as well, though. 4 versus 4, no supports alive. No guardian angel.
Probably shouldn't let Freak cast this inebriated, apparently.
Still have 2.
That's a nice wall.
It is a very good wall in this scenario because
Impact this
Bjergsen.
back. Oh,
Yep.
oh,
That's such a good Hemo Plague, though. Oh, Bjergsen dies?
yeah.
Oh, wow. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Did he not have his Zonias or his pool? Where's his Zonias? When did he use Zonias?
Didn't track it. To be fair, it's a lot of burst.
Well, I mean, he doesn't expect to get hit for 1,600 Jin damage on a 4th hit. Right? But still, I don't think he used Zonias. He definitely should have just ulted it and instantly Zonias.
No guardian angel for Meteos, whereas TSM still have 2.
Hasn't used either yet.
There's his pool.
That's cool. He just didn't Zonias.
Yeah, I think you're right. He just didn't Zonias. If
Knocked
he had,
knocked up, CC'd, could have Zonias to a
so
second.
there's the seismic shove.
There was a half second he could have.
He also gets the ult off, so right there, he could definitely Zonias.
Yeah.
Right there. So had he Zonias, he would have gotten what? That's a 3. At least I can see 3 ult. I
He's
can't
got
see if
three-
it's on impact or
And he's
not.
level 18 and that's very visage. It's a massive heal.
It would have healed him like 2/3 up.
Yeah.
So that's a pretty big mistake there that C9 can capitalize on. But Double Lift is so safe behind this wall.
I
But
mean,
that's such a good heal
he
from
was
Double
down
Lift
to,
right
like,
there.
almost nothing there. Sidestep was very nice.
Yeah, doesn't get
And
knocked
it
up.
still has the culling up.
Yep.
That's some sick fucking.
And then the
outplays right
flashes.
there.
Haunter also plays that really well to body block
Yeah.
everything. Let's watch Double Lift.
But consider where the team fight is at, like after Bjergsen dies, right? Because remember, it's one. Both supports are dead.
Yeah, so he gets the tap onto Impact right there. Tries to use the Q, hits Jensen. So he's just playing at the edge of his range. Remember, he does have a...
Chat says
rapid
that
fire
Zonius
cannon.
is already on cooldown at this
Oh,
point.
was it?
Yeah,
Oh, we'll go check and see when it was.
that makes sense.
Yeah, it would be uncharacteristic of Bjergsen to miss that zone, yes. So.
But remember, Bjergsen's dead at this point, and like, so the ult hits from.
Yeah, the dodge on Emedios is Unburrow right here is super
Yeah.
clutch.
And he cancels his auto attack into ultimate as well. That's some beautiful stuff.
I just love how Haunter kept body blocking him like against the Jin and then flashed haunted as soon as he saw Double Lift flash too. It's good, really good. I want to go back and see where the Zonias was.
Yeah,
though.
see, it's on cooldown.
Oh, okay. There we
It's
go.
a 2-minute cooldown now, so
Yeah.
you have it less often.
Anyway, impressive team fight from Double Lift regardless.
So good. I like how the triple kill is Shen.
He got the kills, therefore he made the plays, right?
Exactly.
I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Do they actually win off this push? Okay, they're gonna Elder Dragon and then Baron and then win. Looks like.
Back, wave clear.
They're gonna get the wards off and hope for a pick, but if they
I'm surprised C9's Engage worked that well though, considering that they started with a mini Gnar with 0 rage and Impact chunked down to 50% health.
Damage burn that's gonna do so much to
But Svenskeren wasn't quite there yet, so they got a lot of damage down in the team fight before Svenskeren could actually join in.
It's only a 400 gold lead.
Yeah, but it's a 400 gold lead with 2 Infernal Drakes.
Sure.
At 42 minutes.
And the buff as well. For the Elder
Yeah.
Dragon.
On 4 Drakes.
That's 24% bonus AD and AP.
Plus all that sweet, sweet true damage. Basically, it's an enormous lead right now for Team C9. Oh, poor Impact.
Got popped. Anyone's killable at this point in the game.
With that much true damage and
Yeah.
that much extra damage, like,
Doesn't matter what
can
your
you
target
really,
selection
like,
is.
Impact is not misplaying this fight. Let's
No.
be clear. His Gnar bar is nearly full. He's trying to charge it up right there. I mean,
But Svenskeren's
Svenskeren,
smart.
yep, takes the
Kill
initiative,
whoever.
and he just can't even change into Mega Gnar because he gets to CC'd.
But it's good that Svenskeren understands that
Yep.
it doesn't matter who the target is.
Yep.
Kill one person. game's
Just way
over.
too much damage. You cannot blame Impact for that positioning though. He is doing everything right there. It just
If
sucks.
not him,
like
who's-
life
who's
sucks.
standing up, you know. Someone has to, and that's why it's Impact.
He had to get the Mega Gnar, and it's reasonable to think that he is relatively safe in this situation, but it's a really good engage there from Svenskeren, more so than a mistake by Impact. Like, that was really good by Sven. And that's it. They don't even need Baron.
But they're gonna give up the championship as the Nexus
As
really gonna fall.
the Korean class would say, GG.
GG.
To stand in their way as TSM cement themselves.
Well, it was kind of bad at moments in that game. Like, a lot of overextensions, I feel, from TSM, but they pulled it out in the end. They definitely played worse in that game than they did in the other games of the series.
So, I mean, it must be prediction time, I guess, for TSM. You know, we're coming into Worlds. They've dominated their region. They make mistakes, but in many ways are still the best TSM that's ever existed. So, can they do an Origin Fnatic and make it to semifinals of Worlds? What sort of a draw would they need to make it to semifinals of Worlds? Let's assume they get an average draw. Like, what's a team they can beat in the quarterfinals to make it to semifinals?
There's a world where they come out first seed in the group, for sure. I mean, if the problem is like, okay, so they're number 1 seed, so you just have to think about it for a second. Therefore, they cannot face number 1 Korea, right?
Sure.
So they have a 1/3 chance of not getting a Korean team in their group.
Let's say they dodge SKT and KT. So
That would be great. I think they can get number 1 in their group in that case.
So they get number 1 in their group.
But that's only a 1/3 chance.
Who do they face in quarters that they can beat of the teams that will make quarters? Like, are we talking about a really soft draw? Like, what would you say is the best team in the world that TSM could beat in a best of 5? RNG?
Yeah, I think it could beat RNG. They have better macro than RNG does.
RNG, you would argue, has superior micro in every lane except mid. Looper is better than Haunter.
Looper is better
And
than
Uzi is better than Double Lift on micro scale. Team play scale, no.
I don't know. Uzi did pretty shit in the finals, man.
I think you have to give Uzi micro at least. It's like the only thing the man has had his whole career. But that would be a pretty sexy best of 5 TSM versus
Yeah,
RNG.
it would be really exciting.
If it went 5 games, it'd be like the dream, right?
They want you to turn donations back on, and I'm letting you know I gotta go.
All right, bye. We'll see you in a few minutes.
Okay,
We will come join you. Okay.
sure.
Wing Knight.
Yeah.